But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
19 Tiger.
Throwing to start the drive. Martin. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 60 Bison. 60. Press all 80. Check out.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Martin. And that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Trap 60. Viking 18. Hurt. Right there, Hurt.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
70. 7 Pirates. 19 tight.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Packers had 8-6 now on the year, and they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Hurt.
2nd and 9 now. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
You look at this Browns defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 70 Timberwolf. Panther 11, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Steady.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, it's Chavez. Well, he had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Mustang 19. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Lions. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Well, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Ready.
They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
19 targets.
Here's 2nd and 8. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And caught up on the move past the 40. Still on his feet. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good.
Will Reichard to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals. And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Bronco 80.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Michigan State. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
12 yards. Brings up 3rd and
19
6.
tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
On the set. Hey. 60 Bison. Check out.
Looking to throw. Martin throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Gotta be lying. Mustang 19.
off the play fake. Martin. And will find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hot 70, hot 77. Scotty.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Ready? 19-18.
Operating from the gun, Martin. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, here's Jenkins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
19 target.
Second and 11. He gets this into the hands of Jenkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
16 yards.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
First down. A gain of 16 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Come on, come on. Ready?
A give. Here's Jenkins. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw. Martin. To the left side, he finds Bond. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
On the ready.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here.
Get it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Get it.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
Will Riker on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here from 28 yards out. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Will Reichard to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught. Mitchell. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
43-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Ready? 70 Lions.
Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Okay.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw again. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Here we go. Sack. 60 Bison. 6.
They're going to look to throw. And it's complete to Mitchell. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
18 Rattler. 18 Viking. 18.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Viking 18.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it, and he's giving me the evil eye, folks.
Ready?
Up the middle they go. Chavez. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Ready, ready.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Tag. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Nineteen tight, 19 tight. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Touchdown! Kyron Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Here we go. Set. Gravity line.
They'll start on the ground with Judkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
3rd down and 1.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Looking to throw. Martin. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
They'll run on first down. It's Chavez. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Get it! Cougar 19!
Here's a 2nd and 7. Man open left side, it's Williams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
70 Lions. 19 Lions. 18 Pioneer.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chavez.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He finds his man, complete. That's Chavez. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Browns' 19-yard line.
Set. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Chavez. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Here we go. Strike. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ready. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Martin.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. Martin. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Fair catch.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
He'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Here we go, start. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5.
Ready.
Again, it's Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Cowboy, go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Screen play set up for Williams. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 8.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. Stays on his feet. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Go! 19.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Kyren Williams with career touchdown number 60. And the Packers have taken a 4th-quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 5. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Flexing his muscle at the 30.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Down the right sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Get it! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Haskins now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 20-yard line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Motion man is Shakir.
Back to throw. Martin setting up a screen for Jenkins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Warrior 70. Ready.
On third down, here's Jenkins.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
17. Will Riker to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Tag. Viking 18. Trap 50. Trap 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
This is 1st and 10.
2. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
He's back to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Hot 70, hot 70.
On the ground, it's Jenkins to start the drive. And that, not what they wanted. They lose yards on 1st down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Back to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And with just inside the 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
1st down.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Packers, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL